Hi, my name is Steve Levinson, and I'm here to talk about really good movies you probably haven't seen. Today's subject is We Need to Talk About Kevin, which was featured in the 2011 Honolulu International Film Festival. In fact, it won the festival's Eurocinema Hawaii Awards for Best Film, Best Director, Lynn Ramsey, and Best Actress, Tilda Swinton. Its general release in the United States occurred in early 2012. Then, on December 14, 2012, 20-year-old Adam Lanza shot and killed his mother in Newtown, Connecticut, and drove to Sandy Hook Elementary School where, for reasons unknown, he broke through the front entrance and killed 26 and 7-year-old students and 6 adult teachers and administrators. I think it no coincidence that We Need to Talk About Kevin was unacknowledged at the 2012 Oscar Awards ceremony. That's a shame. At first blush, We Need to Talk About Kevin seems to be a reprise of The Bad Seed, the 1956 multiple Oscar-nominated movie about the kid from hell. From the moment of his birth, before really, Kevin seems bent on his mother Eva's emotional demolition, while managing to make himself the apple of his father Franklin's eye. As a newborn, Kevin won't stop his incessant colicky screaming when he is with Eva, portrayed brilliantly by Tilda Swinton. He coos angelically for John C. Reilly's clueless Franklin. As a toddler, he glares at Eva, refuses to verbalize, and seems to soil himself deliberately as a way of vexing her. He demonstrates that he's perfectly capable of playing normally with his mother, but he is stone-like to her efforts at engagement. As a 6 to 8-year-old, Kevin must still wear a disposable pamper. He speaks baby talk to Eva and exhibits passive-aggressive hostility toward his new baby sister, Celia. He is, however, fascinated by, and attentive to, the adventures of Robin Hood, particularly the accounts of Robin's skill with the longbow. He vandalizes Eva's newly decorated study, provoking a forceful response from Eva that breaks Kevin's arm. "You've got a very brave boy," the ER doctor says. Eva is racked with guilt. Franklin is bewildered by Eva's feelings about Kevin, who in Franklin's view is just doing what little boys do. He gives Kevin a toy bow and arrow set and a Robin Hood cap. The teenage Kevin, played by the extraordinarily gifted Ezra Miller, is smart, uncommunicative, and overtly disdainful of and insulting to Eva. With Franklin, it's a constant smiling, "Hi, Dad." Celia's pet hamster goes missing from its cage. Shortly after, Eva turns on the kitchen disposal with horrifying results. A puddle of Drano mysteriously appears on the floor near where Celia is playing. Next thing you know, Celia has lost an eye. Franklin gives Kevin a grown-up archery set for Christmas. Kevin loves it and becomes quite the expert marksman, just like Robin Hood. Later, Franklin gives Kevin a top-of-the-line competition-worthy longbow. Eva asks Kevin if he'd like to have dinner with her at a restaurant on Sunday. "I don't know," he replies. "I might be tied up." Suffice it to say that Kevin is unavailable for dinner on Sunday. In the interim, he has other plans. That's an understatement. In the end, We Need to Talk About Kevin is much more than a Bad Seed story. A successful professional travel writer, Eva is ambivalent from the start about becoming a mother. She can't conceal her ongoing resentment of and impatience with Kevin. She allows herself to devolve into Kevin's constant adversary. They are locked in perpetual struggle. In retrospect, one realizes that Kevin is aware of all this from the get-go. Eva is the star of Kevin's personal movie, the star and ultimately the intended audience. If you think about it, are any of us ever the person we believe ourselves to be in our children's personal movies? Do we even know what their movies are? I'm Steve Levinson, and I give We Need to Talk About Kevin 4 stars. Thanks for listening.